it.
Yeah.
It's the most lit podcast in the Shy.
Okay, let's go.
Man 45 and Charlie going in.
What it do? It's your boy 45 HD. We on the podcast, and I got a special guest here today. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hello, I'm Sydney Mills.
Hey, Sydney Mills up in the building. The wonderful Sydney Mills. I was gonna say, I've been checking out your photography and your model work and everything. Like, it's wonderful. I've been in tune. I like what's going on.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you coming out, messing with We on the podcast. How is it? Your experience with like photographers and the work that they guys does. Like, how do you go about like booking your photographer?
Well, for me, a lot of times people reach out to me, and obviously in today's age, social media plays a huge part of that. So you just network, you use social media for what it's for. You meet people that are in your industry, and if I like your work, you like mine. Eventually, one of us are going to DM each other and start working, collabing, and start thinking of different concepts to do in the future, and just you build a community.
So it's more of a networking thing, like you said, networking building thing.
Exactly.
So when you say, speaking of concepts, when you taking your photos, like, do you just regularly just, let me just snap a photo, or do you kind of pre-think of it, like, before I get my image, like, let me get a look first?
Yeah, we definitely have like mood boards. So like before a shoot, be like, well, this is the color scheme we want to go for, or like if we want to do a certain like time era, for example, or anything like that. So you can do that, but pose wise, like I got to think of that off the top of my head right then and there. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Basically
that's
like a freestyle.
Job. Exactly. You got to think of different poses every so shots, you know what I mean? Every few shots, think of another one, because that's not the photographer's job, that's my job.
Right,
you know
that's
what I
your
mean?
job, yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes the photographer do got an input, you know.
Exactly, because it's his work too,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if he specializes in that, but it's a big plus when the model, the actual model, can bring that to the drawing board too, you know?
Exactly, like, it's easier for the photographer, you know
make
what I
it
mean?
way easier for the photographer.
I mean, you know too.
Yeah, because just being
that.
into photography and videography myself, just like, I don't want to keep telling you like, make this pose, turn this way, turn that way. I kind of want you to know the ropes, you know?
Exactly, it makes your job easier. And after, I've been doing this since middle school, so
I've
had a lot of practice, and I was in a pageant, so that helped a lot with the pageant. And it's just like any other talent or interest you got, like practice makes perfect, and by no means am I perfect. I'm still a student. I'm still learning the ropes.
Nobody's
myself,
perfect. Nobody's perfect. Hey. That's how it is, you know. We on the podcast. So what scenes do you kind of normally go for? Is it day, night? Like, what's your kind of dream background? Or what scenery would you prefer, the day or night?
I like shooting in the daytime more for natural lighting, but I've done night shoots before. You just need to have more like studio lighting and that type of stuff, because obviously you're gonna be indoor. But I've done
more that cinematic look.
Exactly. But I prefer probably studio, and if we're not like in a studio, I prefer like you right out in the open natural light, like you're out in nature type stuff.
I mean? Like them nature shots do be like kind of the best. Nature. If one had to go, if you had to choose one, like nature or like the beachfront, which one? If they like, we got this $1 million budget for you to shoot on one of these locations.
I don't know if I would do beachfront. I feel like you could do more with like a nature shot. Like if you're around trees and grass and that kind of stuff, you got more to work with versus a beach where you got the water and sand. You feel me? Like stick me in by the other stuff and let me see what I can work with there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real. That's real. I like that. So, speaking of your work, so with the photographers and everything, like, do you kind of lock yourself in? But like, I know you say you like to network and people be reaching out to you, but is it any photographer that you kind of locked in with, that you like their work? And
yeah, I got a few from Chicago at least. I had this one guy reach out to me, and we've done a handful of shoots already. His handle is Candid Photos, I believe, on Instagram is his handle. And he does a lot of studio work. Like, he has a built-in studio at his crib, so we'll go there and he'll pull that down. And
that's where the magic starts.
Exactly. And then he has concepts that he wants to do, and he's like, hey, I think it'd be good for this concept. Would you do it with me? And I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm always down to shoot. So then we'll already have like a basis of what he wants to be done, and then I'll come in, secure the bag, and that's
pretty cool. Once you got the connection between the photographer and the model, like it just become a nice silhouette that you can just become something amazing. Like what they say, a photo can worth 1,000 words.
For real though, people have no idea how much stuff goes behind. I mean, you do. You're behind
right.
the scenes, but like unless you're behind the scenes, you don't know how much goes into a pretty picture per se. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You're not just sitting there smiling. Like,
right.
You gotta think of concepts, lighting, editing, like posing, and God knows what else goes behind the photographer's point of view. But there's a lot of stuff that goes behind it. People don't see that.
That's real. So when you say a lot of things go behind that, what you think about angles and everything? Do you think that's like a big thing to the photography, like as just from a model's point of view? Like I know a photographer probably think, it's all different type of ways, but
angles is everything. For real.
Shout out angles. Shout out the angles, man. Get me right. Make sure.
For real. I'm saying if you can't get my angles, then we're not taking pictures. Because, and I mean, that just goes into social media in general too. Like, you can't see everything you see on social media, you know what I mean? In one picture, I could look 7 feet tall. In another one, I could look 3 feet tall.
Real.
You know what I mean?
Real.
Like, and that's another thing about photographers too. Like, if you don't have a certain eye for things, maybe that ain't your alley. You know what I mean? Like,
that's real.
You can't just be head on every time. Like, I have a lot of photographers from back home too that I know that I really networked with and I'm really close with.
And where's back home?
The Upper Peninsula, Michigan.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout out Michigan.
Yes.
We're in the city right now, man. You feel me?
A whole different thing.
Going crazy. That's what's up. So, you ever thought about trying to go into like the movie production or?
That is so weird that you asked me. So many people have asked me that too. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Like, I will try it out. I've been in the music video before that you shot, hence how I know you.
Shout out Chemo.
Yes. And I've done other like vlogs. I've been in other people's videos like that before, but I've never done like a full-on commercial or anything. I am signed to an agency and they do acting as well, but I don't know, modeling. I've always done modeling, but like I said, I'm not like, I'll try it.
But it's open, right?
Exactly,
it's open.
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn it down if it comes my way.
Just gotta see what auditions at. Go check them auditions out. Send them auditions our way. We got a runner up right here, you know. You heard it here first on We On It podcast, man, you know?
Yes, sir.
So, I was gonna say on this segment that we do, we say we keep it 1,000, we keep it 1,000, we just keep it 100 about everything, keep it the truth, you know? We just ask a simple little question, you know? So, keep it 1,000. If you had to choose, like, between a photographer, would you take the professional photographer over someone that you already been dealing with? Like if one of those top name photographers, I really can like come off with one like Jay Prince or somebody like. Well, I want to like say a top name, but I can't come off one right now. But versus someone that you already been dealing with, like the guy that you know, in previous photographers.
I mean, I've always said I'm gonna bring my people up with me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, opportunity-wise, yeah, that'd be great that photographer wants to shoot with me. But, like, if it was an opportunity where, like, I'm about to present some stuff, like, I'm going to pick a homie from back home to do it with me because, like, that's how I got where I am to begin with.
Right, that's how you saw my pictures, right? Those are the guys who took my pictures. So,
like, if you'd want to shoot with me, clearly you saw what I got from back home. You know what I mean? And my homies from back home helped me got here. So, I'm going to bring them right up with me.
I like that. So, you know, you could just tell everybody what's your Instagram and just your social medias where they can get in touch with you at.
It's at Sid.OK. And then Twitter is Gone Ghost. TikTok is Gone Ghost as well. Nice. And then the O's are zeros.
The O's are zeros.
Yes.
Hey, we're going to touch it in. We On It podcast. I appreciate you coming out. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.